New 2026 Chevy Silverado 1500 ZR2. We have it here at Krietz. Today we're gonna go over the ins and outs of what is new on this vehicle, what you can get new, the different options, and when the true update is gonna be releasing. So if you wanna follow me along, let's go over it. What we did first, because that is what makes this vehicle look the way it does, and unlike most of the other ZR2s. So we have 22x12 fuel rebars with 35, 12, 50, 22 Country Hunter, Fury Country Hunter RTs on this. The rebar is one of my favorite wheels. It will always be one of my favorite wheels because it is so classy looking, and the style just kind of won't go out of date. Going alongside that, we do have the Ready Lift 4-inch suspension lift that goes alongside of the Multimatic shocks without having to replace them. Obviously with the Multimatic shocks and the suspension lift from the ZR2, you already get a 2-inch lift. But with that 4-inch lift, we equate that out to 6 inches on this beautiful truck. Chevys and GMCs on the 1500s in particular, I always recommend upgrading the upper control arms no matter what you do. Whether or not it's a leveling kit, whether or not it's a 4-inch 3.5. Honestly, leveling kit, not too much, but at least from a 3-inch to a 3-inch and up. Upgrade the upper control arms because from factory, they are pieces of crap. With this one, we did the forged upper control arms from Rough Country. There are my favorite ones, and the all-renowned ones are the Kryptonites and the Cognitos. Cognito had a little problem here about a year ago, but they're back on track and back at the top of the line. So if you want real good ones, go with those. But Ready Lift, Rough Country, and BDS make phenomenal ones as well. Anything that's a forged upper control arm is fine. That is what we did to this vehicle. We didn't do any paint or anything like that. Obviously, if you are buying this from us, we can add really whatever the heck you want onto this thing. Whether that is a headache rack, to a bed cover, to tint, to paint, whatever the heck you want. Just let us know and we'll get it done. Only thing I have noticed on the front half of this vehicle is the fact that, and to be honest, I don't know whether or not this is new in particular. I'm just now noticing it for the first time. But whether or not they turn these brighter or added them, there are lights here when I hit the unlock button. These guys in the front really doesn't add too much. It just adds, you know, a little bit of extra touch and aesthetic to the vehicle. I do love how this ZR2 badge up front is now black. I think that looks really sleek, especially going alongside this chrome hollow Chevy logo. I don't know why they did that, but I'm not mad at it. This all looks very sleek to me, especially since there's a shorter grille. Shorter, I just mean the size of it like this. It is shorter than the regular 1500s, and so it looks more open at the bottom. And part of the reason is this skid plate. Damn, that was a big salad. There are honestly not that many key features on how this differs from the 2025. As they put it, it is more of a bang for your buck, just revamp of the 2025. It is practically the exact same thing. Now, when I say bang for the buck, there is 2 options that were in the past something that you would have to pay for as an upgrade, whereas now they come with it standard. One is on the inside and one is, look, I'm gonna elf this thing. One is, but it's the fact that this multi-functional tailgate is standard now, whereas I guess, funny enough, the ones we've had have always had this, and I didn't even know it wasn't standard. But I guess this multifunctional tailgate was not standard in the past, whereas now it is a standard feature on the ZR2, and so you don't have to upgrade for it. And obviously you got your power back here as well. But I've always said GMC and Chevy take the cake on the best step for trucks. It's just so easy to use. It's sturdy as all get out. Really easy to put away and take out. So all you gotta do is fold that guy back up and then just close the tailgate and boom, you're all done. But the other feature is inside. So let me take you guys in there real fast and show you it. And get a standard running board yet. The other feature is gonna be the technology feature. So that is this camera right here, if I put it in a reverse, and you would be able to use this as a camera, also as your rear view mirror. You're able to record, basically do zoom in, go to the side. It's a wild camera, but it is all connected through your mirror up here, as well as your heads-up driving display here. That was not a standard feature for the ZR2s. It also comes with lane assist and Super Cruise. Those are features that come in this technology package that were not there before. That is not an upgrade anymore. That comes standard in the ZR2s, which is very nice, but obviously not a crazy large change. As you can see, we still have the same beautiful perforated leather, heated and ventilated, going through this entire front cabin with your double glove box and your yellow stitching going throughout the entire thing. I'm not too sure why folks are doing yellow, and it's just a neon yellow, just not my thing. Is it you like it? No? Yeah, I've never really, I'm more of a just, you know, classic. Like, if you had taken out the yellow, I don't think it would look bad. So you do have obviously your same massive display up here. The cool thing about this is that in the year 2027, so next year, they are revamping the entire thing. Most likely new interior, a new look on the outside. You're gonna get all the same features, but it's gonna be in a completely new look. That will be happening next year for GMC and Chevy, which is freaking sweet. All right, the last part of this that is gonna be anything new is gonna be the fact that, actually it's not this is still the Summit White, but you do have a new white color out. It's a new tri-coat white color that they came out with, which looks very good. I've seen it on a 2500. It almost looks gray in non-light, but when it comes into the light, it almost looks like a neutral gray too. It's very cool. But in the light, it's a very, very pristine white, which is really nice. The other is gonna be called the White Sands. So it's polar white tri-coat and the White Sands. The White Sands is more of a desert tone, which looks very good. It's the same as basically the same as the Dune color from the GMC that just came out. Those two look very good. They're both more neutral colors. So those are the main features of what is new on the ZR2. Nothing too crazy exciting, unfortunately. But that being said, they're just prepping us for 2027, where they are going to revamp the entire vehicle. So if you're looking for those features in a truck, or if you have a ZR2 already, but you didn't get those features standard, or if you just put it off, this is definitely your year to buy this truck, because those do come standard now without having to upgrade or purchase extra to get those two new features that I talked to you about. And if you really like the color of these new ZR2s, then you are going to want to purchase them this year. This is our review of the 2026 Chevy Silverado ZR2, and we will see you guys in the next one. Peace. Subscribe to Krietz Customs to win a free set of wheels and tires. If we hit 50,000 subscribers by the end of the year, we'll be giving away a set just like this, a 35, 12, 50, 22 Fury Country Hunter on a 22x12 fuel wheel. If you want those, go ahead and subscribe to Krietz Customs, and we will see you when we give you those wheels away.